Hello everybody and welcome back to another trip report. Today I'm here at Sydney Kingsford Smith International Airport at Terminal 3. I just got my bag off a flight from Melbourne with Qantas, and I'm going to be flying with Rex or Regional Express west to Griffith with a brief stopover in Narrandera. I'll be covering that whole trip in the same trip report, as we simply land in Narrandera, drop some people off, pick some people up, and then we continue on to Griffith. And we don't even have to get off the plane. But yeah. So in Terminal 3, in the baggage claim, you can go downstairs to an underground tunnel which will lead you to Terminal 2. This tunnel is very handy and I've used it countless times when transiting between the two terminals. But anyways, let's go this way and check in. Once you're up the top of these escalators, you just want to turn left and then head up these escalators here before arriving at the Terminal 2 check-in. Finally, after many escalators, arrived at the check-in up here. So you have Virgin Australia far to the left, Rex and Pelican in the middle, and then you have Jetstar far to the right. There are self-check-in kiosks, however, because we are dropping bags, we are going to have to go through the desk, which I almost prefer anyway. Check-in was done, very friendly as always, and got my boarding pass. Now let's head through security. After around a 5 to 10 minute wait, because there was only 2 security lanes actually open, which is weird because I think there's like more than 6 available. But yeah, there's heaps of retail and cafes open here now, so let's go check some out and head to the Rex Lounge to see if it's open. Okay, so now here in the food court, so many restaurants are open compared to last time. I'm just pointing out this nice looking special livery Jetstar aircraft, as well as this Sea Life or special livery Rex plane too. Anyways, now let's go and see if the Rex Lounge is open. All Rex Saab 340 planes leave from gate G2, which is this gate just here. And this is also where the Rex Lounge is located. Now here at a little desk here in Terminal 2 food court, got some sushi and I've already eaten my rolled rice paper rolls. Actually, my mic, which is here, has my mic has actually broken, or the clip has broken, so just gotta go and find some glue. Also, quick update, the Rex Lounge is open but only available to certain people who pay for a more expensive fare, or $33 fee to enter as a one-time thing. Now got about 45 minutes into boarding and got a very nice, quite strong but nice iced latte. Now just a few minutes before boarding, let's head to gate G2. As a quick tip, I suggest 5 minutes or at the boarding time it says on your boarding pass, you immediately go to the gate, because boarding announcements, you can't hear them when you're in the food court. By the way, I actually pronounced our stopover wrong. I think it's actually pronounced Narrandera as opposed to Narrandera.
Please be reminded that smoking is not permitted on the tarmac or on board the aircraft. All mobile phone and electronic equipment with the flight mode function must be switched to flight mode. At ZL646 Narrandera, then on to Griffith.
Thank you.
Ready for boarding on the lower level.
actually appears to be in one of Rex's refurbished Saab 340 cabins. I'm extremely impressed. I've never been in Saab 340 with cabins like this before, so it's cool. Anyways, my seat for today is 8C. On the right hand side of the aircraft, with a window shade that's down.
Small handheld personal electronic devices may continue to be used, provided they are in flight mode and are held in your hand. When not in use, they must be stowed in the seat pocket.
Okay, so now that I'm on board, I have a decent view of the wing and the back of the engine. Let's go through the seat features of the refurbished Saab 340B aircraft. By the way, this is VH-ZLF, which is a 1995 built Saab 340B, delivered to Simmons Airlines in the US originally, then bought by American Eagle, before coming to Rex, I believe, in the early 2000s. Anyways, let's go through the seat features. So just here on the side we have my recline. Actually appears to be stuck in the recline position, and the seat back tray table, there you go. It is in a fixed position, but is decent sized. Also, this is actually the first Saab 340 I've seen with Rex that has been refurbished, so that's nice to see. And then also in the seat back pockets we have a cabin safety information card. Then we have a couple sick bags, as well as a True Blue magazine. Leg room on this plane is standard. I actually feel like their old planes used to have a little bit more leg room, but I'd say this is still very decent. About equal, or probably a little bit better than the Qantas 737. And yeah, the headrests, though there is no headrest, that's about it for the seat features of this aircraft. Now time for engine start.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome back our frequent travellers and a warm welcome to those passengers travelling Rex for the first time. Through this carefully before we take off, and if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Thank you for your attention, and we hope you enjoy your flight.
Also, just for your information, I believe I did show you this. My recline button is stuck in, so if I push back a little bit, then the seat reclines just a really tiny bit. However, all seats are like that actually, so keep that in mind if you're in a refurbished Saab 340. Do apologise if you can't hear me very well, because it's obviously quite loud on this plane. Also in the background, I hope you can see that, there are two Airbus A380s there. Very difficult to spot, but there's an Emirates A380 and a Singapore Airlines A380, which just shows how international travel should be getting back to normal, as long as Omicron does not interrupt. Now time for taxi onto the runway and take off. After a decent taxi. serve sweet and savoury snacks, as well as tea, coffee, water, which is included in every fare. However, if you would like alcoholic beverages, which they do have on board, and I think they have soft drinks too, then they cost around $3 to $4 each. Still just slowly but surely climbing. Unfortunately, due to potential turbulence, there will be no hot drinks served. Potentially later, if it looks like the weather's going to calm down, or if there's not going to be any turbulence, they might serve hot drinks. But for the moment, it's still just the snacks and some water. They're now coming around to serve that just now. Just a minute later, the snacks and drinks have been served. There's the option of these absolutely delicious salted caramel white chocolate Kez's Kitchen Bites cookies. They're super tasty. I've had 3 different flavours from Kez's Kitchen. The Lamington on Qantas and the Choc Honey Crunch on Rex, and now these on Rex. Very tasty. There was also a savoury snack, which was some corn and soya crisps, I think, something like that. And then I just got a nice water here. Also, for the second leg today, since the flight time for the second one is around 15 minutes, this one's about an hour and 15 or an hour and 10 minutes. But since the second leg is so short, they won't do service, which is fair enough, during the flight. But if you do need something to eat, then you can ask them before the flight, and they should be happy to give it to you, just in case you guys were wondering.
At the moment, we've got spare flight conditions, so we're leaving the seatbelts on, and we do anticipate picking up a little bit of turbulence while we manoeuvre around some weather in front of us. As such, we're going to cancel the hot service due to safety requirements. Apologies for any inconvenience caused. And once we are through the weather, I'll give you some arrival times and current conditions in Narrandera and Griffith.
Now encountering a little bit of turbulence. But yeah, so if you're on the plane, you're looking for something to do because you have an hour flight and there's no Wi-Fi or anything, then I think it is probably worth going through the True Blue magazine.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we are experiencing some turbulence, please ensure you do remain seated with your seatbelts firmly fastened and all cabin baggage is securely stowed. For your comfort, there is an air vent located above you.
The cabin crews very kindly now come around to ask if any of us need a taxi or a drink of water. So that's nice. I've encountered a little bit of turbulence, but honestly not too bad at all. Now been in the air for around about an hour. Just commenced about 2 minutes ago. Have a seat to Narrandera, which is the first stop. We'll be waiting for 20 minutes before flying into Griffith. By the way, just asked the friendly cabin crew about the refurbishment of these aircraft. Apparently this plane literally came out a day or two ago out of the maintenance hangar or whatever. I'm getting its seats refurbished, so that's pretty cool. Apparently all of Rex's Saab 340 aircraft should be getting refurbished at some point. However, not too sure how long that will take. Due to recent flooding around this area, as you can see, there are lots of... excuse me, that was a bit of turbulence. There's a whole bunch of puddles down there, which are easily visible from up here. Interesting to see. Now on approach into Narrandera. Absolutely stunning approach. Lots of little rivers around and lakes, which is cool to see. And now you can see actually a few houses.
welcome to Narrandera. Please remain seated with your seatbelts firmly
By the way,
fastened
Luton
until the
is a
aircraft
city
has come
nearby
a
to
complete stop,
Narrandera,
and the
but this
captain has
airport
switched off
serves the
fasten
city of
seatbelt
Leeton, which is why
signs.
they're calling it
As this is a
Narrandera
transit
Leeton.
stop only, we ask you to assist us by remaining seated, as we will be continuing on to Griffith very shortly. This aircraft may be refueled upon arrival. Smoking is strictly prohibited, and all handheld personal electronic devices may continue to be used inside the cabin, provided flight mode has been activated.
Now just having a look at Narrandera Leeton Airport. Apparently there's just one passenger getting on for the 15-minute flight to Griffith. Now here with a little bit of reception, the first and last passenger here has boarded, as I think it's quite cool and interesting that the plane has landed to pick up just one passenger. But yeah, here on my phone you can see, I'm just going to show the flight path or playback of today's flight. It's actually interesting the route that we took, because it was a little bit, we sort of went in a squiggly line, but yeah. Here was the flight path for today, and we should be continuing on to Griffith in just a moment, and we were cruising at 20 and then 18,000 feet.
Gentlemen, on behalf of Rex, it is my pleasure to welcome you on flight 6472 through to Sydney via Griffith. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome back our frequent travellers and a warm welcome to those passengers travelling with Rex for the first time. Now have your full attention as I demonstrate the safety features of the Saab 340 aircraft. Please pause all electronic devices during this announcement. It is a requirement to follow instructions at all times. Please observe the fasten seatbelt route. Emergency lighting located in the cabin will help guide you to your nearest exit. The red exit lights can be clearly seen from anywhere inside the aircraft.
Today's flight will probably actually be a little bit more than 10 minutes, or I reckon it'll actually be around 14 or 15. The flight time will be in the description. About 90 seconds later, we're up here at our cruising altitude. I'm not entirely sure what level we're at, but I suggest it's probably around 6,000 feet. Should be landing now in around about 10 minutes. It would appear about 2 minutes after we got to cruising altitude. We have just commenced our descent into Griffith. I think it's literally been 5 minutes since we took off.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Griffith. Please remain seated with your seatbelts firmly fastened until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the captain has switched off the fasten seatbelt sign. At the foot of the stairs, your checked-in baggage will be available from the terminal should you require further transport. Pre-booked taxis and hire cars are available.
Thank you.
Just speak to Chris if you want a photo.
Yep. Hi. Welcome to Griffith. Well, I guess that does conclude this trip report of Rexall Regional Express, flight ZL 6469 from from Sydney to Narrandera and then onwards to Griffith. My conclusion would definitely be that for the price, which was $99, compared to Qantas, who wanted around $180, I think it was, definitely worth flying Rex. The turbulence was handled decently by the aircraft because there was a fair bit of wind, and service was great despite not having hot drinks. So yeah. Anyways, I'd like to thank you all for watching this video. Once again, a like and subscription if you enjoyed it would be much appreciated. However, you do not have to if you don't want to, obviously. But yeah. Also, if you do like trip reports like these and you're interested to see what I have coming up in the future, check out my website, which is aviation763.com. And yeah, once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on my next trip report. There is no baggage carousel actually.